But let me ask you. It's awesome talking to you because I follow all your tweets, and it's kind of surreal seeing you in real life. But you've been very vocal about what transpired on the court before the Florida game. The Cats kneeling as one, every single player and coach
Yeah,
together. As a former Wildcat player, what was that like for you to see them all unified?
awesome. I've been waiting for it for a couple of years since President of the United States made a peaceful protest political. Um, Listen, I'm if I cuss or cry, I'm upset. And look, I'm no saint. I'm not here to try to ruin anybody's life. I've embarrassed myself in my state and my hometown before. I had a drug problem about 6 or 7 years ago. I was arrested, um, and I've had to pay the price for that. Uh, what we're seeing with people, jailers, sheriffs here in Kentucky, burning their UK gear because a group of black men voiced their opinions on what's going on in the world. It infuriates me. Maybe if I'd have said some of this 35 years ago, this stuff wouldn't have happened. I used to leave basketball games at Rupp Arena, games where I had 25 points, and maybe because I had black teammates or dated a black girl, or I'd come out after games we won and have N-word lover keyed on the side of my car. Now, these people are embarrassing. They're embarrassing the state. They're embarrassing us right now. I almost went to a different state, a different school because of people like this. This is ugliness. It's racism, plain and simple. Where were these guys had the time to go out and burn UK gear? Where were they? Why weren't they rioting over what was going on at the Capitol? I mean, what are we even talking about here? I'm frustrated. And look, if you don't care about the country or the state or anything else, care about the program. Because I want to tell you something. If you think that we all recruit, Kentucky recruits, we all recruit about 25 players, about the top 20 teams in the country recruit all the same players. If you think pictures of Breonna Taylor, if you think pictures aren't sent to kids we're recruiting from other schools about what's going on in Kentucky, if you think video of Rand Paul shutting down anti-lynching legislation the week after the George Floyd murder, if you think schools aren't negative recruiting against us, I got news for you. I know some of these recruiters, and of course they're doing that. If I'm a parent of an elite athlete in another state and I'm being recruited by the University of Kentucky or Western or Moorhead or Eastern or any place here, how comfortable am I going to be sending my kid to a place where the police can walk in Louisville, Kentucky and kill a black girl in her home? I'm sick of it. It's blatant fucking racism, and it's got to stop. If you don't care about, you're making John Calipari's lives and Mark Stoops' lives infinitely harder trying to win basketball and football games here is all I'm telling you. You've got to stop it. You must stop it. Please stop it. Stop it.
You touched on this a little bit about the sheriff and jailers and other critics of the program. A lot of these people were conspicuously silent on Facebook and social media during last week's insurrection in DC. I went through the sheriff's Facebook page, and it seemed like he didn't post anything about that. But then he came on Facebook with that video and then subsequent post. What do you make of that? You said it before, alluding to the fact that you think it's racist. There are racial implications.
It is. It's not implications. It's racist, plain and simple. I mean, what are we even talking about? These people, these MAGA people, went to the Capitol and beat a cop to death with the American flag. Where's the outrage? You're upset because black players kneeled during the national anthem. Get out of here. Please stop it. It makes no sense. You're embarrassing yourself. Your grandkids are going to see this stuff. Stop it. Just stop it right now. It's horrifying. And I got to say one other thing to Mitch McConnell and to Rand Paul and to Andy Barr and the elected public leaders around here. You got about 10 days till Donald Trump is gone from office. And I'll remember, I want to see my elected leaders denounce what this guy has done, incited a violent mob to the nation's capital. If you don't denounce it, and if you don't come out publicly in some kind of public forum and absolutely denounce what he's done, I will forever remember it, and Kentuckians will forever remember it.
Yeah. So I take it, I mean, you've already expressed this, that you're proud to see this, I guess, coming together, spirit of coming together in sports of athletes and coaches unified in the wake of what happened in DC, kneeling and pointing out that the response in DC was much different than what happened in the summer.
Dude, if that would have been a militia, come on. First of all, these people that have been going to the state's capital saying, let's hang Andy Barr, or Andy Bashir. What are we doing? What are we even talking about? And if there'd have been a militia of black people storm the nation's capital, they'd have been slaughtered by the police. Slaughtered. Dead bodies. They'd still be putting toe tags on everyone there right now, days later, if that had been a group of black people. Don't get it twisted. It's racism, plain and simple.
And what do you think of the fact that the jailer and sheriff are using this moment to try to, I guess, contribute to charity? I don't know if you saw the whole video.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it. I hope they get shamed out of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't give them a goddamn dime. Mm-hmm. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Are you heartened by any of the positive feedback you've seen? I know it's been clouded kind of by videos from the sheriff and other notable critics, but based on scouring social media, do you think the overall response has been positive?
Outside the state, it's been incredible. I mean, I don't think people understand the way we're looked at around the country. You used to be racist. If you wanted to be racist before the internet, you could be a racist and be anonymous. You really can't be a racist anymore because you're out there. And some of these stupid assholes put themselves on social media doing racist shit. Now, how dumb is that? How dumb are all these people? They announce for weeks. I can't, it's beyond me that the FBI and the police response, come on. If I knew it sitting here in Kentucky weeks ago that people were going to storm the Capitol, they had to know it. It was an inside job. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Rex, thank you so much for talking to me about this. I know it's clearly emotional, but I'm sure as a former player, you take great pride in seeing these current players, stand for what's right.
I'm so proud of what these guys are doing right now. Football players, basketball players, athletes coast to coast. I didn't have the nerve. There were things I should have spoken up about when I was in college 35 years ago. I saw these same kind of things going on, and I didn't say a damn thing. And maybe if I had, we wouldn't be here where we are right now. So I'm extremely proud of these young men. And you got to know, hey, it takes a lot of guts to do what they're doing. Please don't take that for granted. These are young men. Their brains are still forming. It takes a lot of guts, and I couldn't be more proud of them. I couldn't be.
Well, Rex, thanks so much for taking the time. I appreciate it. Is there anything else you'd like to add? All right.
No, go Cats. Go Cats.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.